All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. It's good to be here again today. Okay, yes, I don't know, say when they hear me that time, I was trying to see if anybody was hearing me. Thank you. Okay, let me post out a link in case anybody want to talk on this. We are waiting. We are on a standby. We are going to go live there again or stream from any platform to carry everybody along because the court hearing will be over soon. So we are here. Don't worry, we are here. We are not going anywhere. We're here. Let me post out a link. Click on the link. Join us here if you want to be part of this discussion. One moment, my people. I have lots of Nigerian armies here. Let's speak to them. Hold on, Nigeria. Please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hold on. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Please, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Imo State.
I be like say, I bet carry camera around, make I see all of you. See my people. See there. See Nigeria army.
These are the obedient children.
Obedient army. See life. See our people.
Yeah. We are totally behind.
Thank you so much. I respect you for joining this media today. Please talk to us. You are in Imo State serving or talk to us. Tell us about yourself, sir.
Yeah, actually, we are in Imo State. We are serving at Imo State. So we are seeing whatever that is happening in the country. And we are strongly behind whatever the obedient movement is taking over. The way obedient movement is not causing problem in the country. So we pray that today's judgment happens to be our mandate. We'll be happy to take back our mandate today.
I can't wait for this to happen. To be honest, sir, I can't wait. I'm very happy to see you guys there. And what is your name, sir? What's your name?
My name is Michael.
Michael. Yeah. Okay, what about my brother behind you? What's his name?
Romeo.
He said, what's your name?
Romeo. Thank you very much. I beg, make una stand for what is right, so we can't continue like this, eh?
Yeah.
Stand for what is right, please. Even you guys, regardless of whatever you're doing for the Nigerian government, you are not getting paid properly. You are not being treated properly. And, we want a better country. That's why we are doing this.
That's what we're after. We want a better country.
I like your boldness for you to bring your face out and do this. It means that you are standing for
what am I hiding? I'm not hiding anything. They'll come and handcuff me. I never steal. I'm part of it. I'm a Nigerian. I have my own opinion. I have who I'm supporting. So you can't tell me that I don't have right to support whoever I want to support. Exactly. Despite I'm not a politician. Do you understand? What we are praying for Nigeria is good governance and good leaders, nothing else.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Obedient in Nigeria soldiers. I love this. In fact, you guys have made my day. You have made my day, my wonderful family. I beg, send a message Send me your number on this. Let me put Naija Watch number on the screen. Text me so that we can keep contact. Let me put it on the screen. One moment.
All right.
That is Naija Watch number there on the screen. So send the message, then I will reach out to you privately, okay? Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
I've sent my WhatsApp number.
Yes, send your WhatsApp number.
Hello. Correct, sir.
Everybody agree to now, eh?
Correct, sir. This is Mama H.O.
Mama H.O., wait on, ma. Mama, you never sing for us today. Mama, you never sing for us today. You never sing for us.
Mama, correct, sir. I beg, I won't send you as I see your face now.
Yes,
let me tell all the military people, you are not slave.
Yes, ma'am.
You are not slave.
Yes, ma'am.
So this slavery in military has to stop. And it is you people that will stop it for us.
Exactly, ma'am.
I'm talking to you from US.
Hey, yeah.
So, in US, they respect their military officers.
Yes.
Whether you are in service or you are out of service. Nigeria government has not treated you people well enough.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
If anything happened to you people, nobody take care of your children. Nobody take care of your wife. It has to stop.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And it can only stop when you support us to fight for the right governance. I see many of you, they use you to carry their wife handbag. That is not military job.
Yes,
I see many of you, they use you people to protect their children. That is not your job.
Yeah. Now
so we have to stop it together. The military, the navy, the police, work with us to fight this impunity so that you people will get what rightly belongs to you as military officers.
Yes. Thank you. Let others say something. Oh, we lost. Okay, hold on. Let me bring them back again. 1 minute. Let me bring them back again. Yes, no. I believe it's the network now. When I know I be for Nigeria, network now ain't going to affect them. So network.
You must marry the girl.
I am begging you people. You are not they send you into the camp of Boko Haram. The same people that send you, they betray you and they allow them to march and wait for you people, and a lot of you have died in the protest. The only way out is for us to stop them now.
Mama, you are right. Mama, you are right. You are right, ma. You are right, ma.
Many of you have been killed, many have been killed in that jungle just because some idiotic military men that are officers that betray you people.
No, my brothers, I'm so proud of you guys.
So
I'm proud of you guys. You know,
those people on top, they are evil. Especially some of your military officers that are up there.
They go use them.
They'll go see you people to collect money.
Hold on, Mama Esho. Thank you.
Continue.
Thank you, Mama Esho. Let me see if others have something to say. Mr. Augustine, Mama Esho is from America, as you know already. And I have... Hold on.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, Mama Esho is talking to you from America. I have another of our Mama here that want to speak to you guys. Mama Patricia, please go ahead. Talk to them. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Evans. Good morning to everyone, and also to our adorable military men that finally showed up. We appreciate all your effort that you are doing for the country. you know, and we cannot overemphasize that we are all ill-treated, especially those that are supposed to protect the nation, lives and property. They have been ill-treated so much, and we want this to stop. We want you and every Nigerian to be given their inheritance, their fulfilling their destiny. We want people in Nigeria that work for everyone, not whether you don't need to belong to a particular, a particular tribe to be a good citizen. You were born in Nigeria, you are born to serve the country, and you should serve with genuine heart and also have a reward to that which you are serving for. So I really appreciate that you guys are behind this movement, because this movement is all about good governance, good governance that will make every Nigeria, be who God has made them to be, and to make Nigeria great again. To make Nigeria great again. The decadence in Nigeria is just appalling. It's unacceptable, and we cannot just leave these people there. And these people are just few people. These people that are few. So if all of us come together, and decide that these people must go, they must go. We need people that will make the country work. North, west, east, south. Everybody, should put down on this thing and let us get these people off from these positions where they are, because they don't want any of us well. They don't want any of us well. And the way it is now, if we don't do anything, Nigeria is like almost on sale. They are going to sell everybody, generation into slavery. We don't want that. So we have to stop it. We have to stop it. And we together, we are the ones to stop this ship from sinking. So I want to appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Patricia. Mr.
Augustine. Is this for them?
No. That's Nigeria's number there. Hold on. Mr. Augustine, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Because we have a full house, I believe everybody would like to speak to you guys. Don't worry. I will pay for your data. Send me a message on the WhatsApp. I will send you guys some money. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I will do it. If you send me a message later on the WhatsApp, I'll send you guys some money. Make una take day to day. You understand? Because for you guys to have the mind to support what is right, you deserve to be encouraged. I will personally do that for you guys. When we end this show, I will do that. So stay with us. Let others speak to you here, okay? Hold on. Let me pass.
Elvis, send me their number when you get it, please.
Okay, no problem, Anna. Thank you.
Mama.
So I have another of my brother here. Is Mr. T. He's one of us from America. I would like him to speak to you. Mr. T, please go ahead.
Good morning. Hopefully I'm coming out well.
Yes, you're good.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, people. People in the comment section, panelists, everybody all over the world. Good morning. Very early in the United States of America, about 4 a.m. here now. But one thing is, thank you for all that you do for the country. Thank you for your service, for your love, for your humanity, for your compassion, for your capacity, for your courage. Thank you for your life that you live before the line for the Nigerian people. Thank you for making my father, my mother, my siblings, and very many other family out there in Nigeria to be safe even in this unsaving situation. Thank you for not being afraid of your life, doing this for Nigerians, and then saying that you are truly obedient. We see truly that you're obedient. Thank you.
God bless you.
This situation is, I have some things in the comment section some weeks ago that if it gets to a point where some things that need to be done in Nigeria, I can come be on the line too. But thank you so much for all of your courage. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. Thank you for everything that you do. God bless you. Over here in the States of America, we put our, like April said, we put our military, whether serving or not serving, we put them front.
Yes.
Now, if you go to the store and you see a military personnel, what we always tell them is thank you for your service. Whether you meet them in the store, whether you meet them in class, like if I'm in class now, maybe for example, I'm doing my master's or doing my PhD, and I see someone that has served in the military or even served before, we always tell them, thank you for your service. How many Nigerians will see you on the road with your uniform and then tell you, oh God, thank you for your service? They hardly tell you that because these wicked politicians, people like Tunumbu and all of them, Buhari, these wicked men, they just like to do evil, putting people's life at risk. Many of you have been sent to the forest, Sambisa Forest, with their own families being secured. But above all, thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, guys, applaud them, but don't speak against any politician. Just applaud them.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly, because of their uniform, please. You know, don't mention any names. Thank you very much. Okay, I would like us to move on to the next person here. Mr. Lee Fright, are you there with us? Lee
yes,
Fright,
I'm here.
Okay, do you have anything to say quickly?
Okay, just to tell them as well, thank you for their service. It happens to be that my dad also, though he has gone now to paradise, he also was a soldier. So I grew up also in the barrack. So I want to say, Sean, sir.
Sean for you.
Sean for you. Sean, sir.
Sean for you.
We really appreciate
God bless you all. God bless you.
All right, let me get the next person. Bernard, are you there with us? Bernard. Okay, you are not available right now, Bernard. I think I might remove you from the screen. Okay, let me move on now to Oga CM. Oga CM, thanks for joining us, sir. Good morning to you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, NaijaWatch, and good morning, everybody. I hope I'm coming out clear. Am I?
Perfect.
Good. So, good morning, our special guests, the military colleagues.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. One thing I want to let you know today, maybe you must have known, the very meaning of government is because of your profession. Without your profession, there's no government. So when you hear government, whether government tar road, or he build schools, or he build hospital, or he build industries, or he do any other thing, those ones are immaterial. Number one role is the protection of life and property, and that is you. So without you, no government. All over the world, your profession is number one. It is not easy. It is not easy to be recruited, to be selected to join the military. It is not easy. It's very difficult because you must pass through rigorous exercise and tests, both mental and physical. So for you to see anybody wearing military uniform in any country, he's regarded after God is them. So in your own case, I want you to be proud that you are number one professional all over the world. However, the circumstances of Nigeria have so made it that the very status accorded to you by the constitution of every country in the world is not recognized. I know what people have said earlier here, and that is true. It's appalling. But I do not want you to pick discouragement. The very move we are making now to have a good government in Nigeria is to give you your pride of place. Exactly. Whereby the military, when everything must have failed, everybody look up to the military. Whether it is flooding, whether it is any disaster, where you say you fly doctors, you fly anybody, the people they are looking for is the military to come and rescue everything. So the military is number one. After God is the military. So in your own case, do not be discouraged. Your pride of place will be restored because without you, there's no government. Irrespective of what we are going through now, the next incoming government, we are not here to camp. I'm not here to to abuse your mind, but whatever the next government, we want to change the system. And when we change it, you take your pride of place so that nobody will ever molest any Nigerian again. Whether in military combat or in civilian understanding. So your profession is highly regarded and highly respected. Today, take it from me, you are number one. Without you, no government and no country. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, Mr. Shooks Obibweze, that was the person that just ended up talking is from the UK. And I have another person that is going to talk to you right now from the UK as well. Mr. Shooks Obibweze, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Alvis. Good morning, fellow panelists, and of course, those watching us from all over the world. Thank you, brothers. You know, I was supposed to be one of you, you know, but you know how Nigeria is.
I'll join you guys later.
Okay. All right. All right. No problem.
Bless us.
That's fine. I understand. You know, I think they have called. All right.
Yeah. So I just want to use this opportunity to thank all the
message, sir. They will watch it. Pass your message.
Yeah. I just want to use this opportunity to thank you guys, all the military, everybody that is on ground, making things to be on the right way, especially our military men. You know, thank you for, holding Nigeria to this point, because it's not easy. You've sacrificed a lot. As one of our members just said, I grew up in the barracks as well, so I know what you guys are passing through. So kudos to you guys for standing up for the truth. And I hope that you guys treat Nigerians as your brothers. No matter any condition, because we know it is a tough job for you to do. To obey your masters or to do the right thing. Yes. I give you kudos. Thank you for coming out to show your support.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone right here. You see, like I've said before, you are not sure who is watching you. You are not sure. So whatever you are saying here, listen to yourself, pass your message. You're not even sure if Buhari is watching you in his living room. Yes, pass your message. You don't need to insult them. Pass your message. Talk to them. Pour out your plight. Let them know your frustration. Let them know your plight. You're consigned. Speak without no fear. If you don't insult them, they will never, forever have anything against you. Because normally, it's only in Nigeria we worship the people we elect into office. Normally, they should be the one worshiping us. Normally, they're supposed to be the one that is our servant, because we elected them to work for us. As far as I'm concerned, they're supposed to be our employees. But in Nigeria, it's not like that. We will elect them, we will end up being their employees, their slaves. It shouldn't be like that. That is what we are trying to change. We are not here because we are against anybody. I don't know any of them personally. Why should I be against them? I want a better Nigeria. If you are not competent, you don't deserve to be there. I'm not interested who you are. I'm not concerned if you are my dad or you are my relatives. I'm concerned, and my stand is for Nigeria to work. If you are competent enough to make Nigeria work, why not? That's what we all are doing here, putting in the effort to make sure Nigeria work. That's why you see we are here every day. We were live till this morning, 5 a.m. We are live again this early morning. You know what that means? Because we are dedicated to what we are doing. We are consecrated to our mission. We are consecrated and devoted to our mission, to our destination. And by the special grace of God, we will survive. Look at me. Let me tell you guys, in case you are watching me right now, you're supporting APC, that is fine. You are entitled to your freedom of expression or association. But remember, I am fighting for you as well. Please mute yourself, everybody. Thank you. Remember, I'm fighting for you as well. You cannot boldly come here to tell me today that you or any member of your family have not been a victim of this failed system. Of course you've been. If you have not been, your relative, directly or indirectly, they have been a victim of this failed system. So ask yourself, you want this APC back? Upon the people that have lost their lives for the past
decades from the satanic APC and satanic PDP, and you still clamoring that you want these same people back to rule you. My brother, I want you to give yourself a name, because I don't want to be in the position to give you a name. Give yourself a name. Ask yourself, why is it that you are loyal or pledging loyalty to those that is oppressing you? Why? Is it because of your selfish interest? Or should I call it stomach infrastructure? What do I call it? Please mute yourself. Somebody is unmuting themselves and the noise is affecting me, affecting my speech. Thank you. We can't continue like this. I've said it over and over again. We that is putting our life out there, fighting for you, we have a good life. I can say to you right now, 90% of the people on my screen will live abroad. And I bet you 90% of the people on the screen can decide not to visit Nigeria in the next 50 years. Why? Because we have stable electricity. We have stable security. We have healthcare. We have every good thing. In fact, the normal social amenities that you all are praying for, we have it here. Are you aware that you pray for some things that you don't need to pray for in Nigeria? If I want to travel from United Kingdom now to America, in most cases, I know they remember to pray. But you, if you want to travel from Lagos to Ibadan, you go pray, make you not get accident for road, make you not die. Or make Boko Haram not kidnap you, or kidnappers not catch you. Do you know why? Do you know why we often run to God in Nigeria? It's because of the faith system. It doesn't mean there's no God in UK. It doesn't mean there's no God in America. It doesn't mean there's no God in European country. Or are you going to tell me Nigeria is more holier than other countries, foreign countries? No. Don't let yourself deceive yourself. There is God in the UK. When I kneel down in my room, I pray to my God will answer me. The reason why we pray for 99.9% of the things that is affecting us in Nigeria is because of the failed system. Okay, for example, when, for example, you have a program you want to watch by 6 p.m., you're already praying in advance. God, I beg you, make the bring light before 6 p.m. Man, for not use generator. Do you supposed to pray for things like that? And now, when NEPA finally bring the light, only you go see say, thank God the light don't come. Do you supposed to thank God, say NEPA bring light? You see, you go travel from mainland to island, just inside Lagos. Once you reach out, say, God, thank you. Do you know that our merciful God, in most cases, in abroad, we know they remember to thank God. Not that it's not helping us. God is the reason why you sleep and you wake up the next day. But in most cases, we don't remember to thank him. But because our God is a merciful God, you know they take things for personal. He goes still there for us. Nigeria, we thank God for everything. We pray for everything. Not knowing that the satanic government that you are supporting is the part of the problem you are praying for. Listen, guys. If you think we are here for Labour Party, I'm not part of Labour Party, and I'm not sure I will be part of them. I'm for Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, because amongst all the candidates that came out, he's the only one I know that can change Nigeria for good. He's not going to be a perfect man. He's not going to change Nigeria overnight, but at least Peter Obi will do well more than all the remaining candidates that we are seeing today. You might argue that with me. Why? Because at the moment, you are blind. You can see Nigerian army. Nigerian military men, they joined us today. What signal did you get from that? It means these people have been watching us for long. And you are not even sure those people that is watching you today, whenever you give your submission on this platform, you don't know who is listening to you. I just repeat, I stated it yesterday. That some of the prominent people that you and I know, I talk to people, I don't like to brag here. I know people. I know people why they talk to. I communicate with real people. And I know what they tell me about Una. Most of them, less than 48 hours ago, rained praises on some of my panelists here. He mentioned your name. Oh, who is this? Who is this? Please, thank you. He mentioned your name. He mentioned your name. Say, this person, where this person talk finish, eh? I was so proud to be a Nigerian. I say, eh? He talk again. Where that woman talk finish. I was proud to be this. I was this and that. I was like, but you way they pan and don't know, say person, no way. Person, they listen to you way they happy. Person that you are looking up to, watch you and is happy that whenever you give your submission. This is why we shouldn't think we are better than anyone on this platform. Myself that is talking right now, I'm not better than anybody that is on the platform. I'm not better than any of my spectators or my commenters or my panelists or my callers. And also have in mind that you are not better than me. That is the only way you can be able to have the ability to manage human being. The day you start having it in your mindset that you are better than this one not reach my slippers, this one not reach this thing. Now that day God will start to punish you. Let's stand for what is right. We want a better Nigeria. We can have a better Nigeria with unison. This is the first time I'm seeing Nigerians coming together. Coming together in terms of politics. I'm not talking about other things. Nigerians are always there for themselves. But I'm talking about in terms of politics. This is the first time since I was born. I don't feel like Ona. Despite that, I lived all my life, almost all my life in the United Kingdom. But this is the first time I'm seeing Nigerians coming together. Big Brother started during the time of election. Nobody watched Big Brother. What Nigerians back home were watching is following up with the election. Now, God will bless all of us. None of us will labor in vain. We will not labor in vain because we have suffered so much. We have labored so much. Our forefathers labored. They died. They could not change the system. Our fathers labored. They died. They could not change the system. Nigeria must be better in my time, in your time, in our time, in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, my people. I would like to hear from the people on the panel. Let me move on to the next person right here. Let me quickly give opportunity for Mr. Agu Daniel. Mr. Agu Daniel, if you are there, please talk to us, sir. Mr. Agu Daniel, are you there? Mr. Daniel, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you, sir. Where are you joining us from, please?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. This morning, I have to tell you, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you loud. Yes. I am joining you from Warri in Delta State. You see, my mind is so pleased this morning to hear
Migwa, sir.
No, his time is back.
Yes.
I'll say Migwa.
Vrendo.
All right, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. I had somebody saying he doesn't belong to any political party. I do not belong to any political party, but I want Nigeria to work. I want Nigeria to work. Let Nigeria be Nigeria. Let us go back to what Nigeria was in the years of the good. I'm sure maybe my audio may not be too clear to you. Yes, like as I was saying, I'm saying that I'm happy this morning to go into this conversation. It has been paid in my mind. We want Nigeria to work. Nigeria should be Nigeria. If really Nigeria is the giant of Africa, we should now take Nigeria back. Let Nigeria be the giant of Africa. We have to take Nigeria back. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. The suffering is too much. There's hunger everywhere. There's hunger everywhere. We just cannot continue.
Okay, sir, you know, please, I really want to hear from this man. I don't know what is up. Go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
Here, obedience. Okay. A moment ago, I was privileged to got to see some military men in this forum. That pleases me. Yes. The whole Nigeria is obedient. The whole Nigerians are all obedient. We want that. We want Nigeria to be obedient. We want Nigeria to come back to Nigeria. Yes. Let the truth be told. Enough is enough. We cannot continue to be a slave in our country. What is APC? What has APC got to tell us? We are tired of APC rule. We are tired of APC rule. Look at February 25th. It was even a shame. It was even a shame for one to call himself a Nigerian. Broad daylight robbery was carried out in the presence of foreigners. We invited foreigners to come and watch how we display our foolishness. We invited foreigners to come and see how we conduct our illegitimate elections. Shamelessly, we tend to say we have electoral law. Do we follow it? Do we follow the electoral law? Do we follow our constitution? We have the constitution. Even though the constitution was given by the military, but then we have to go by it. If we cannot go by the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, how about the electoral law that was enacted and given to President Buhari? He signed it law. Why don't we go by it? Nigeria is not, my brothers, Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not working. We have to make Nigeria to work. Obedience has come to make Nigeria work. Obedience has come to make Nigeria to work. And Nigeria wants to work. Let them go. Let them go. They have to go. Yes. And obedience must actually, okay, look at our military. Nigerian military, if just exactly as somebody was saying some moments ago, if you are in the military, whatever happens to you, your family suffers nothing. If you are in the police, and when you are in the field discharging your duties, whatever happens to you, it ends there. Where are we? In other countries, military security agencies are regarded as first-class citizens. But in the case of Nigeria, they are relegated to the bucket role. So, all I have to say now, I know there are forces. There are forces trying to make sure the mandate is not retrieved, but the Lord God Almighty will make it possible. The mandate must be retrieved. We should now commit everything to the hands of Almighty God. The Lord God Almighty, in His infinite mercy, must deliver all Nigerians from the hand of all these wicked, greedy people that constituted themselves to become APC. I rest my case.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Despite your speech was slow, but we were hearing, we had everything you talk about. May God bless you, sir. Thank you for joining us all the way from Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, sir. All right. My people, yes, I appreciate every one of you for your patience. You know, say it's not easy. You see, this is one of the things that we are talking about. His network was very, very slow. Not being fault, not being doing like that. Now, the failed system that I'm talking about, Naija display just now. The same failed system. If you know what I mean, whenever I say the system has failed, then you will know where they come from. Thank you very much, sir. Etiosa, thank you so much. I saw your message that not only the people in abroad watching our program, so many people in Nigeria are watching us. Yes, we know that. We are doing our best. Join the movement and let's have a better Nigeria. Our movement will not carry gun, will not carry knife, will not carry weapon. Now, mouth will tell the talk. They tell our government that we are not happy the way they are treating us. That's all. Thank you very much. So I would like to. Yes, so that is our weapon. Yes, our weapon, our mouth. How do they talk? We don't carry any other weapon. They talk to our satanic government that they are causing us pains and we cannot continue with this anymore. So I would like us to everybody to have a share on this. Let me quickly listen to those that have not said anything at all. Ogu Daniel, are you still there with us? Okay, Ogu Daniel, you are not saying anything. Okay, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, are you there with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Good morning, Mr. Evans. Good morning, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
You know, I was really so curious. I was trying to come in because I saw my gallant soldiers there. I wanted to come and say hello, to give them salute, you know. I mean, these are things we need to change to make sure when every citizen see our gallant officers in the streets, we have to tell them thank you because the way they treat them.
Yes.
Because the way they treat them, the way the government treating our military people, personnel, it's not encouraging. They should be the first citizen. They're supposed to be the first citizen because these are the people who's making Nigeria safe today. If we have any disaster in that country, these are people going to be there. So we have to change the narrative. We pray to get we're going to work hard to make sure we get our mandate, and the government has to focus on the personnel, so that when Nigeria will wake up in the morning, when they see their police officers, when police officers and militaries are living a good environment, having a lot of benefits, they don't go on this rampage they do on the street. We see them in the streets. We say them, thank you. I remember those who were growing up. It was not like this. We see our military men are always in the barrack. When I used to go to barrack and visit, when I went to Nigeria, I always go to barrack to visit my friends. I have some friends in barrack today. When I see some of the officers stay, it's so shocking. We should try to make sure our government going to be government for the people and by the people. Not the government for the pocket, for the riches, for the elite and for the elite. We don't want this kind of government no more. So that is the reason why the so-called criminals, the satanic politicians, the satanic government, all these criminals, they want things not to go well, because if Nigeria have a good leader today that's working for all Nigerians, they will not see like poor people in Nigeria anymore. We're going to see middle class, rich people, and you know, that's like it's going to be. Not like now we see poor and rich. That's all we see now. So we're going to make sure our government come in, work, put the right people in the office, and make sure Nigerians live in a good environment so that we'll be proud to say we are Nigerians. It's so alarming that we see amount of money these people steal, and the same people they will come up, they will put a senator. Look at Fabio, the office where they hold billions of dollars, billions of nairas. The naira they could not even give account or look Ozukalo. Want to compete be our loss maker again. It's so alarming. We don't want this. Nigerians, we have the power to change things. We have the power to say no to these criminals. We have the power to say no to these criminal senators we have in the National Assembly. We have the power. And they knew, all these criminals, they knew we have the power. They knew. Why are they afraid? Why are they afraid? Okay, look now, yesterday I saw a video they APC went to go and visit the Labour Party. I'm not a Labour Party, I'm not a politician, but I support Obi and this movement, this obedient movement. I support it. I'm not a politician because I don't believe in politicians, but Obi came in and I listened to his messages, listened to all his past life. It passed to my way. That's why I support him with all part of me. You see, when I saw the APC came to meet Abrume, our chairman, they should support them. He came up, he stood and told them, we are not supporting Tinubu. We are in court. We're waiting for a mandate. That is so bold, and I like that. They knew we won the election. They knew the people won the election. They knew we're going to take our mandate back. So they have no choice now. They can be delaying things and that, but we're going to get our mandate soon. Because I'm just really happy. I'm happy to see somebody. This, Mr. Elvis, I want to thank you for today. I want to tell you today, thank you for all your sacrifice, all your time. History will never forget you.
Thank you, sir.
Because your voice, the platform you put here, and the people, the parliament, they spend time. I know I'm not there 24 hours. I'm not there. Sometimes I'm at work now. I'm just alone. Nobody in my office.
You're always there for me, my brother. You're always there for me.
I'm just thanking you guys because your voice, you guys' voice go far. People are listening to us. The whole world are listening to us. My friends coming from America said, and I saw you in Naija Watch. I said, yeah. Say you are trying. I said, yeah, we're trying. We're getting our bait. This is our mouth. We don't have a weapon. This is our mouth. Our weapon. They are scared of this mouth. They are scared if Nigerians come together. They are scared if we come together as Nigerians. They are always scared. That's why you see all these politicians. They don't know where to go to now. They want to come to reconcile for what? Till they give us our mandate, then we can think of reconcile. All these corrupt politicians will be dealt with. They're going to go to jail for those corruption because they make Nigerians suffer. We're not supposed to be borrowing money. We have enough. We have manpower. We have the resources. We have everything there.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. Thank you so much. Thank you. The same voice that we have here. These guys have tried so many times to buy this voice, but because of the kind of person I am, I cannot be bought.
Elvis they cannot buy you. I know that.
No, I cannot.
You're man of your words. They cannot buy you. I know how your platform alone. They know your platform how it is. They know how it is.
Yes, my brother, Mr. Alex, asked me 2 years ago, say Naija Watch, I don't know whether it will change in the future. What about if the bring also amount like this? You sure say they're not fit buy you 2 years. He did screen now. He asked me 2 years ago. Say, I say, my brother, I cannot be bought. Not me saying I me get money pass or I me poor pass. I'm okay.
Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you.
So thank you very much, my brother. And God will bless you. Thank you, Mr. Henry. All right. Let me call on the next person here. Williams Winner. Thank you very much for joining us. Please talk to us. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. Good morning for the panelists, all the people. Thank God, though. We wake up very well, sir. Thank you very much for your endurance and tenacity and keeping the fire going. I'm praying for everybody that the purpose of doing these things will not be in vain in Jesus' name. I saw the gathering in the court today, and I believe in everything is going on well. We are hoping. That's all we have. We have hope, and we have God by our side. And it is now or never. Anything we can do, we'll continue doing it. And I can now see that our voice is going far. There's no gainsaying about that one. All we have to do is to put on and to continue to say the truth. Just one write-up I have in mind this morning that says negative mind will never give you a positive life. And that is what is happening in Nigeria. All our leaders, they have negative mind. This morning before I joined the show, I went to listen to the crop of the yesterday show. When that daddy was crying. I listened to it again. I was crying here by myself. I was weeping.
My heart was broken.
My heart was broken. So seeing the daddy, the papa crying, that is the picture of what we are passing through in Nigeria. And these our negative mind leaders don't want to see it. But whether they like it or not, they will see it. Because the greatest office is the people itself. We are going to get it back. Just like Mr. Alex said yesterday when that day was crying and weeping. Say it is going to come to pass. Whether by peace or by pieces. I know something good don't come easy. Even you may mention some days ago or weeks ago what you have done about your channel, the years it took you to be gathering people together, bringing people together. I know our nation is at the edge of collapsing, but I know God has a purpose for this nation. God has a purpose for this Nigeria. Nigeria is not an illusion. No, we are not a mirage. We are a nation. And that those people that say we are giant of Africa, they didn't make a mistake. And those people that want to make us to be a dwarf, God will fight them. And anything, God is going to fight them. So I just want us to keep up the fight. Let us be hopeful. Let us keep on fighting for this cause. And God will give us the victory. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful, sir. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, Mr. NWATCH, please, can I quickly make my submission because of my battery? I really have to run. Mr. NWATCH, please, can I quickly make my submission because of my battery? I really have to run.
Okay, Mr. Williams Winner, you are done. Thank you very much. God bless you. Okay, Mr. Alex, go ahead. Talk to us. You are next anyway.
Anyway, thank you. Yes, I greet everybody according to the time of your country. I hope everybody can hear me. I greet those on the comment section and every NWATCH family member, those who are here, those who are not here, those that watch this program later. Listen, you know real human beings when they have nothing to benefit materially or financially to a struggle, then you know the real people with you. When there is no benefit for a long time, you are the real heroes of the Nigerian state. It reminds me of the slaves in America, sugarcane plantation, in America, rice plantation, dreaming, sitting down in the cold winter by the fire, dreaming and singing of freedom. Nigeria has been captured by wicked men and women. So we have been fighting. We keep fighting. Like you said, we don't have weapons. God, according to Madam Rita, created social media for Nigerians. And the media has come to help you. Bini will say, no, if not working, if you're not seeing that means when something is pursuing you, something that will rescue you will also come. Who would have thought 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that Nigerian leaders are going to be talked to the way we are talking to them with facts and figures? What are we even asking? Water to drink, electricity, common basics of life, the little things, the most minute things that philanthropists even donate to their countries in some parts of the world. Education, good roads. These guys, they should think about it. Sometimes we may go out of our way with the way we talk about our expression, but we deserve to be treated as citizens. That's what we are asking. We are never asking you to give us all the resources, all your words or whatever. Give us the basics, the smallest of everything. Is that too difficult to do? Make life comfortable. Is it not wickedness? Is it not heartlessness? Is it not satanic, devilish activities to just be laughing, to be destroying your own citizens? The same color, the same land, the same water, the same hair, the same geography. I don't know this Satanism. In America, there is Church of Satan. Yet, American government help Americans. In Europe, there is Church of Satan. Europeans help Europeans. In China, they have Buddhism. They have all sorts of gods. Name it. The Chinese and the Asians, they still help themselves. They have more than 2,000 gods in Asia, in that continent, and they still help themselves. They live themselves from poverty. Nigerian leaders only remember citizens when it's time to obey traffic rules. How do you expect somebody that has been battered, that is psychologically traumatized, to obey rules? They only remember Nigerians when it's time to be civil. How do you expect somebody to be civil when he has no food, when he has no place to work? And the little opportunity the Western world gives them, you see how productive they are around the world. So Nigerians who are fighting for freedom in this platform and other platforms, you are the heroes. I believe in the law of gravity. What goes up must come down. I believe one day we will look back with pride and say, yes, we did our best. We come here, we lay down our lives. We lay down our time. Time, they say, is money. But we don't care in a world that is so selfish, where people think about money. But we say there are still good people who wants to do something for their fatherland. East or west, home is best. We don't have any other land. This is our land. That's why we call it motherland. This is where we were born. This is where we were brought up. Even if you are not even born here, so long you are connected to this land, you belong here. Bob Marley said, so long you are black, you are an African. So, gentlemen and ladies, I just wanted to know that something is going to happen. If they don't give it in peace, we will do it in pieces, because there is no other way. Nothing is as frustrating as a man that has no future. A man that wants to work, he has no place to work. A man that is qualified, yet is not taken. A man that sleeps in darkness all his life. A man that has no water to drink, even if he can pay the bills. A man that pays bills that he did not consume in terms of electricity. A man that watches leaders flaunt wealth, the common wealth of the nation in his own eyes, and he can do nothing. One day, who would have thought slavery is going to end? Who would have thought colonialism and the world, occupation of third world countries is going to end? There is always a one day for every. Who would have thought military government is going to be something of the past around the world? It's no longer popular. 90% is dead. So Nigerian leaders, I don't know. The devil is falling. That's all I can say. The only sin people committed is to be born in this land, this blessed land, this land that the Europeans will not let be, this land that the Americans won't let be. George Bush said, we cannot turn our eyes in the matter that has to do with Nigeria. Bill Clinton said the same thing, that Nigeria is too dear to us. Do you know what that means? There is something about this continent and this country. The world can't do without us. All we lack is a good leader. And we saw it in Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party Obi-Dati movement. You guys have done well. We are presenting them that how wicked, how can somebody be so wicked? Let's assume Satan lives in Nigeria. We are not the only ones who have satanic activities in the world. The rest of them are Buddhists or whatever you call it. I'm not saying those are Satan, but they care for their people. They care. So the senators, the governors, the presidents, the vice presidents, all this year, they should be ashamed of themselves. Many Nigerians are in jail. If the country was good, they wouldn't be in jail. Blame them, but a lot of them didn't want to do what they did. Many of them are even innocent all over the world because we have a country that leaders are selfish. So we are asking to take back our fatherland. We will not leave it for politicians. No, we will get it back in every possible way, in every peaceful way, if possible. Violence. So Nigerians, thank you for your consistency. In spite of the bad balls you are still pushing. In spite of the temptations from the oppositions, you are still pushing. And every Nigeria's platform member who is connected to this platform in any way, I thank you all. History will never forget us. And God Almighty, who's watching us, He's going to crown all our efforts with success. One day, as I said before, we're going to look back and say, yes, I did my part. Thank you, guys. I got to run now. Thank you very much. Please try to update us with the court proceedings. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
Thank you so much for being one of the backbones. I appreciate you. Always. We are together. God bless you, Mr. Alex. Yes, the court proceeding will start in the next 20 minutes. They've just reached out to me now, so don't worry. We'll be switching to the court shortly. Stick with us. We'll switch back there anytime soon. But before that, I would like everybody to have the opportunity to give their submission here. Mr. Ogu, Daniel, I've called you. Okay, no, Mr. Ogu Daniel have talked to us already. Okay, let me see who else again. Okay, let me come back to Mr. CM. I guess Mr. CM has something to say. Before that, Alex Osarodion, thank you very much for your super chat. I appreciate this. Guys, press on the dollar sign, support what we are doing here. You know, nothing is too small or big. Just encourage what we are doing. Franca Osas, may God bless you. Alex Osarodion, may God bless you. I appreciate every one of you. And those of you that came to the panel today, I appreciate every one of you. We appreciate you all with this text there. All your names are there. Thank you for your continuous support. Although we cannot write all names, but we selected names out there by my team. May God bless every one of you. Mr. CM, please talk to us.
Okay.
Good morning to you once again.
Sorry, before CM goes, are you doing it?
Please, CM, hold on. My brother, give us a man. They want to say something.
Are you doing it from the top, or you just want to, just to know when we?
No. I just choose Mr. CM because he indicated he want to say something. But if you want to say something, that's fine.
No. I just want to make sure that you're not going randomly, so that way, in case somebody walk away from their computer and then you not call them and then they don't miss out. So that's what I'm asking. But you can go on, sir.
Yeah, but if you want to walk away, but try to be listening, okay? You know, say for me, I'm not the quick call you.
Yeah, because you also put us in consideration. It's about 5 a.m. here, so
Oh yeah,
just
that is true.
I actually jumped out of bed when I saw that
Okay.
you were live. So,
Let
but
me
I
hear
mean,
from
no,
you
no, no,
again.
no, no. I'm not speaking. I'm not. Let him go ahead. Let him go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Once again, I thank everybody for putting up appearance, and most importantly to our Peter Obi's and Labour Party's defense team for making it to the court today. Ahead of that, first, let me say the visit of APC, I think APC senators led by Akpabio to Labour Party headquarters where they met Julius Abure, the Labour Party chairman, national chairman. I'm quite happy with how he ended. I mean, when he threw the punchline that they are in court to retrieve their mandate. So that says volume. You see, the APC antics of trying to reap where they did not sow, it wouldn't work. I know there is jittery in their camp, but that notwithstanding, what Abure tried in effect to let them know is that it is not over until it is over. That irrespective of what they came to, the favor they are seeking from Labour Party, everything should be put on hold because they are in court to retrieve their mandate. So that is quite very much reassuring. I'm quite happy that he said he talked to them clearly and he made it known. He said before people should go and say Labour Party are supporting or is supporting Tinubu or something, he said no, we are in court to retrieve our mandate. So that is very much eloquent. Now, the court case today, what we're expecting, of course, there should be a fireworks, but in the end, we will win. The Babalawo who disgraced himself the other day, I remember he said he intend, which means he may not put up appearance today, or if he should do, well, your guess is as good as mine. I think at this point, Nigerians should rise up and say enough is enough and all this nonsense. What really are they are they allergic? Are they allergic to this to the change that is sweeping across the country? The people have risen up to say that look, they won't take it anymore. They voted massively for Obi. All this idea of sponsoring this, you sponsor one Babalawo to come and be causing confusion. The other day you brought what is it called? You buy bishops, or they should be ashamed of themselves. It's no longer a kids game. They should be ashamed of themselves. We've passed this. Nigerians are so intelligent that they are to be ruled by mediocres. By the way, how can somebody be saying INEC selected you ran to France, only to be there to be bedridden somewhere in France, and they are telling Nigerians is going to lose investment? These people say, at a point, I think part of thank God I'm on Naija show, we have to tell them that no foreign investment comes to your country unless the ambassador of that country gives a clearance. If Nigerians want to invest in Italy, no matter what Italians will come to Nigeria and tell Nigerian businessmen, Nigeria will like to hear from our ambassador in Italy. What is this thing? Confirm it. Until they do that, it won't work. So this idea of trying to, you see, when I hear this type of silly confusion, it pains me. They think that all of us are Buhari without school cert. What are they really talking? Tinubu is in bed in France, taking different types of steroid and concoction just to make him look fresh. And then they are telling us that he is there. He is looking for foreign investment. They are holding meeting with which stakeholder? What really Nigeria today is strategically irrelevant in global affairs. So which investor is in a hurry to come to Nigeria and invest? There is no electricity, no social infrastructure that can even those Nigerians abroad, some are millionaires. They can't come home to invest. And then you are telling me that somebody is going to bring a foreign investment. Please, they should stop telling us lies. As a matter of fact, my wish is that let everything end today. Let the court just say, look, on the basis of 25%, this guy is not supposed to be there. Let them just declare Peter to be the winner so that we continue. I don't see the need for all those Lego Regmaro, you cross the T, you dot the I, you didn't did this, you presented, which evidence? Nigerians know who they voted for up and down the country because I keep saying it, there is no Nigerian. When you are going to vote, the day you are going to vote, your Naira cannot buy your Naira. for the first time in the history of this country. You do not have electricity. You do not have petrol as at February 25th. Queues everywhere. Even your what is it called? Vote PVC. You couldn't get. With all those conditions, Nigerians went out just to show their annoyance to this government, and they are telling me somebody who will vote for APC again. Even those people that rigged for them, where are they? Please, they should stop taking us for a ride. As far as I'm concerned, let the justices of the court of, whoever is handling the case, they should look at it with a humanity. You can't, this clear. We know who we voted for, and the winner is clear. The world knows it. And then why are they wasting time? Declare the man and let everything go so that we can know where we are continuing. So to save lives than all this something, then you go, how on earth will Tinubu be president of Nigeria? How? A drug pushers. We have drug barons all over the world. None of them has ever indicated that they want to be president. It's only in Nigeria that somebody can, with that type of shame. How old are you? You can say. Which primary school? You refuse to say. Which secondary school? You refuse to say. Which certificate did you give to Chicago State University to enable them admit you? You don't want to show us. Which one did, what really are we talking? What really are we discussing? He's taking us for a ride, and people, you will see people even converging towards him to do what? Okay, of what use is National Drug Law Enforcement Agency if Tinubu becomes president and somebody comes from abroad and you search the suitcase, you see a drug? What will you say? When the real baron is in Aso Rock, but God forbid. So please, they should save Nigeria this shame. It's no longer the shame of the Western world. Africans are laughing at Nigerians. A Tanzanian will tell you that Nigeria is a shithole country and you can't do anything because they've left us behind. Sierra Leone, they conduct the election. Senegal, they conduct the election. Nobody hears it. Even Ghana, they do it and conclude it within 1 month. After election, everything is gone. Everywhere, Nigeria is still talking of election. Something as basic as election. All of us are in NWATCH, 10 of us, and we decide to elect a leader. Yeah, we rig it. Maybe we say Henry be the INEC returning officer. Then this person be this one. In the end, everything will be rigged. 10 of us, we can't elect among ourselves. Is that not a shame? And this is a law we made ourselves. Electoral law, we drafted it. It's not handed to us by United Nations. We drafted it. It moved through the House of Parliament. We agreed this is what we are going to do. On the day we have to do it, then you start to come and speak convoluted English. Oh, this one should have been for what? People will laugh at you. This is not like the Bible you didn't write. You can say, oh, you didn't understand the King James version of it, the English. But this is your own. You made the law. This is what you want. Why did you leave card reader? Did the United Nations tell you to leave card reader? Or Germany told you forget about it? But you said no, it's not good. You changed to Beavers. Beavers is an in-house ingenuity. And yet you want to rubbish everything. All of us are not illiterates. For God's sake, if I'm saying it, Peter Obi is Nigeria's last chance. I keep saying it every day. It's Nigeria's last chance. In fact, Ayo Adebanjo also said it. If they fail to allow Peter Obi take over, then they forget about Nigeria. All of us cannot be living in a stone age. 60 years, we are still talking of electricity for constant for 6 hours. We can't get. 60 years, we are still talking about road. 60 years, we are still talking about food, bread and butter. Are we ashamed? Take a Nigerian to Tanzania, we feel on top of the world. Tanzania only. Tanzania. They got their independence 1961, 24 months after Nigeria. And yet, Nigerians will still be talking about nonsense. Take a Nigerian to the world, they are the champions everywhere. Then when you come home, illiterates, quacks will be in total control. When you talk, they tell you that this country, God created Nigeria, nobody can break. It's a lie, you. Nigeria is now or never. Thank you.
I talked to them earlier on. If you are here that you want to speak to them, a lot of them are here. Go ahead.
We, as you can see us here, these are the obedient families. As you can see us.
We throw a lot for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. We are just like trying to see the end of this case.
On behalf of all my children, when I meet my children, I meet the Nigerian youth. On behalf of the Nigerian youth, I say thank you.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. We really appreciate you.
Give me 5.
Yes, we hear you, ma. We hear you, ma. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, ma.
On behalf of Nigerian youth, I say thank you.
Mommy, thank you. Really appreciate you, ma.
The military officers. And at the same time, on behalf of my children, I want beg una. Beg una not they beat my children, the one that they beat the one that carry. I beg and they beg.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
And they could also pass this information to the police. My children carry laptop. It not be crime. My children use better telephone. It not be crime.
Yes, ma.
But maybe they not they beat my children or drag them to cell because of laptop and telephone.
Mommy, we are military men.
Criminal. The real 419 when we get from Nigeria. Now those in the House of Rep and the House of Senate and in Aso Villa. Now that they are our thief. And this is also applicable to those in the state level. My children with laptop, my children with smartphone, they are not a criminal. But as I beg una for the good work what they do, I will also beg una say, I beg from today go. Maybe they treat my children like animals. They are not animals. They are intelligent. They are smart. They are hardworking. And they have resilient personality. My children, they are queen. They are king. They are prince and princess. My beguna begin to treat them like queen and princess. And queen they are. The real people might be our problem. Now these oppressors, when they thief money, when they give to military, when they get better on their life, then they pocket and now those will be our criminal. Now then, with the fraudster, I won't send una today to other military men and other policemen, the Navy, the custom officer. Make una not they beat my children again. Make una not they treat them like animals.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mama Esho. Thank you so much. All right. I would like give us a mandate. We are trying to follow up with the court. You know, I'm doing everything possible right now, but give us a mandate. I guess you were saying something before I interrupted you earlier on. Just go ahead. I'm doing my work here. I'll switch you guys shortly.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. So, thank you, officers, for coming up. Again, we do appreciate your work and everything. Just to throw this out there, some Nigerians, including myself, are scared for you guys. I don't know if you want to turn off your cameras, but all the same, thank you for all that you do. We do appreciate you. This just shows how much love. Oh, I guess you're muted. We can't hear you. Okay, no, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, listen, me, I'm a Nigerian, okay? I'm a Nigerian. We pray for good governance. I'm not here to condemn anybody. I am only here. I have a particular person I support. I want check. And I pray that person becomes the president. So whoever that is coming after me or whatever, I don't care because I never did anything out of contrary beyond from today. You understand? So we are only here to witness what is happening in life because we are not there. Okay? And I feel what as an obedient, I feel to join my group. So I don't say anything bad about it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I just want to get that.
Okay, we appreciate that then. Nigerians,
give us a mandate.
Yeah, so thank you. So, like we said, we hope that the judiciary will do everything possible today to make sure that this the whole case and everything is decided upon today, because it's very, very important and crucial that they decide that today.
And from all that we've been hearing, I mean, and just speaking back on what Dr. CM said, even Tinubu himself is sick. He knows he's sick. He's just being popped up, being popped up, left and right, center to do what he wants to. Just sneak, just get. He just want to get there and then be called, be addressed as president of his own charade. He cannot be the president of Nigeria, and that shows the desperadousness that this man carries. But of what benefit will he serve the Nigerian people? Okay, before the election, you went to France. After the election, you spent 1 month in France. You came back, you went to France again. You came back, you went to France again. That means, is this what Nigerians will be going through should in case you become president in your dream? Because I constantly said that you will not be the president. So we cannot continue to waste Nigerian resources like this. The money is not there. And somebody is wasting our resources going to foreign country for medical treatment. Why not put our own hospitals? We have UCH, we have UCH, we have Dubi. We have all of those nice hospitals. The money they spent in 1 year going out is enough to fix all of those hospitals. Why not fix the hospital? Our doctors, they are about to go on strike again. Why not pay them well? If you pay them well, there won't be any jackpot syndrome. If you do what you're supposed to do as government, people will not be leaving the country. There's no good road, there's no water, there's no light. Internet over here. It's like you are wasting. It's like you are using water to bath, but over there, no internet. People are suffering. So why not just allow this man called Peter Obi that Nigerian people voted for to just go into power?
But do you guys notice that all of those news media that were there with him, it is Lagos, I think LTV, Lagos, I think that belongs to Lagos State, TVC, and then the other two
belong to Tinubu.
If you notice,
TVC
they are
belongs to
all
Tinubu.
what? Fake media. Go ahead, Mr. Elvis. So, but after it's all said and done, La Media has finally
So
been
you guys
belong to
just
where it
you
belongs.
guys can
The
just
thing,
talk
the
with
thing, the
yourself.
thing, the
I'm
thing
trying
that
to
is
get something.
the thing that is surprising, he said, senior advocate of Nigeria, sans, correct sans, so no be all this swagbe sans. Say me then call brief am. You give them 48 hours. Hey, Jesus Christ, 48 hours. Were you the person that appointed them? That is the first question. Were you the person that paid their salary, paid their wages, made them go court? Now they should come and brief you. And you are giving them 48 hours to tell you. He said, what is going on in that tribunal? Make them come brief and what is going on.
CM, he go class that day. They come teach her 48-hour ultimatum. So the thing come begin to pack in here like a gogoro. So you get to use it.
You see, na person where you send market, now you go to ask, say, where receipt for this one, where receipt for the other one. Now you send, he say, make son come brief am. He give them 48 hours to come brief and waiting they go on for that tribunal. This man self, sometimes you see, at 78, to be honest with you, there are certain things you will say no to in life. No, it's true. I can if you dare 48, that kind 35. Tinubu use you go at this age. Why should this man? You see, there are diseases that you will say for this age, you no go suffer me. There are certain things you can't do with old age. You person go say no. He say no. Look, rather you recommend young people. How can a man like this, 78, you go court, they talk nonsense. People they laugh at you. Even if I even say another. You can be a floor member of a party. When they know, you say, no, I don't pass the age of a leadership. People should learn it. There are certain things that come with age. Even if age is not imposed, there are certain things they will say, no. You say, 78, and you still want me to be party secretary. Where are people where they're 35, young graduates? These are people that can do it. I could have
Exactly.
done it. If it were 40 years ago, 30 years ago, well, I will manage. He said, but now, no. I'm even a pensioner. All I want is read my newspaper, tune radio, play with grandchildren, take a walk for my physical and mental well-being. That should be okay. That's what you say. And then the respect will be there. You say, I can advise from the background, but I don't need the elective post anymore. Then this why you see the struggle for power. Yeah, I'm in charge. In charge of what? At 78. Where were you? When you were 48, where were you? You are in charge. You see, that's why the whole thing is very, very deplorable. And then
Yeah, they may have promised him, like you said, so much money that I think maybe the number of zeros behind what they promised him has maybe threw him off the rail. But like you said, at that age, no matter how much they bring to you,
that is the thing.
Don't sell your conscience because
if not really that, because Nigeria is so backwards, Peter Obi should be that. I think is he not was born 1960 what? They say, I mean, by now, or in some countries, Peter Obi should be finishing second term.
Exactly.
Maximum,
God bless
and
you,
going
sir.
to rest. At the age of 45, you indicate your interest to be president of your country. You fail. By the time you get to 50, 51, 52, 53, you don't clinch them. You do 8 years. Towards 60, you don't round up.
Exactly.
That is the thing. So that that energy, you can wake up in the midnight, do everything, go here, now your family can still be young, you return to them. And then after that, you said you were president for 20 years ago, now you are 80. People will say, what? He said, yes. Then this one, when you get to 77, you go to contest for the first time. And nobody say you well. See, this is it's really some we should be using age to say certain. So people should be saying no to certain things. This man, even if he wants money, some people can run him on salary, keep him for house. Say, look, every month come and take 100,000. Just take them, maintain yourself, but stay quiet and with honor. Then you got advice. Say the young ones say, don't do it this way. Then now you want to go and become party chair, and now you the struggle to the extent you are going to court. Okay,
I think Mama H want to say something. Go ahead, ma.
You know, when I hear Apapa speak yesterday, which you played, it gave me confidence that never in history will darkness ever prevail over light. And never in history will truth, will lies prevail over truth. And never in life with the blood of the innocent that has been spilled in the land of Nigeria, never will they not get vengeance. How many of our military men that were sent to Sambisa forest by the same government, by the same people, and they also reported them that they are coming to their enemy and they end their life. And yet the Nigerian government is not giving account of these people to the Nigerian people. Their wife is still waiting for them. Their mother is still waiting for them. Meanwhile, they have been perished in the bush, buried in the bush. Here in US, when their men die or die in fighting, they don't bury them in exile. They bring them home and they are buried with honor. Is that the treatment we give to our military men? Is that? They die in Sambisa forest, we dig them in Sambisa forest, and their family don't know where they are. Nigeria government, you have me to contend with in this matter. We will come after you on this issue. Why should our children sign in for military work, and when they fall, You don't bring them back to us. You bury them in shame and disgrace in the forest. And until today, you've not given us account of what happened to them. When the coast settle, we will ask for this from Nigerian government. How many of our sons and daughters that joined the military, that fought in the battle, and you never bring them back to their loved one to say farewell to them? This has been happening years upon years, and nobody talks about it. But this time, we want to address it. Our military men does not deserve this. Because you people do this to them, they come into the society and they do what they are doing to my children today. Because you've treated them with inhumanity for saying yes to protect us. And this contributes to what they do to us as civilians. We need to address this. We need to stop it. Nigerian government, whether you don't rule pass or you see the rule, or you go rule, this thing that has been happening, we will address it. And then we get what rightfully belongs to them. Whether living or dead, their children deserve to know. Their wives deserve to know. They deserve to be paid for the service their father or their mother has rendered to Nigeria, and they fought during this process. In US here, there are people, their military men, whether in service or they are out of service or they perish during the process, their family are treated with respect and honor. They are paid for the service of their loved one that perished during the period. But in Nigeria, no. And yes, some idiotic people call themselves oppressors. They continue to loot us dry. Money that was meant for this man that gave their life for the country. How come we are able to take care of ECOMOG and Boko Haram we cannot take care of in our own country? Because we have some idiotic people. Let me tell you and hear me well. Nigerian government and the oppressed group that has put us in this. You people desire to go to Okere prison. You desire to go to Kirikiri prison. That is where you belong. By the grace of God and the mandate upon my head, I shall release my children. You put in Okere prison. You put in Kije prison for no reason. We shall release them out. And none of you and your children shall go into Okere prison and Kirikiri prison. Because that is where you belong to. You looted their destiny. You gave them hopelessness. And you are turning them to non-entity. That is not who God said they are. And we shall change this. And Nigeria shall be great again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama Echo. I mean, thank God I live here in the United States to the glory of God, and it's not pride to anyone. What Mama Echo just said now, I was going to interject her, but I just have to let her finish her line of thought. If any of our personnel falls here in the United States, even if they fall in the sea, and I'm not exaggerating, they will look for that body and bring that body out. That is how this country value the life of every personnel serving either in the naval, in the Air Force, National Guard, Army, Marine Corps, even the local police. Because in our cities here, for example, if you live in Dallas City, your city will have a police department. In that same city, they have FBI personnel. In that same city, they have the SWAT, they have the State Department police officer. So I was just imagining this some days ago. Like in a city, you have that city's police department, you have FBI sent to that city, you have the SWAT sent to that city, you have all of the force all of the forces in that city, should in case anything like terrorism happen, they will swipe into action. Now, if anybody falls, they will make sure that that body is recovered, taken to the family, and given a befitting burial. But like Mama Icho said, how many of our personnel have fell in Sambisa forest that even the Nigerian Defense Corps cannot go and bring their body to their family? And they continue like that. They buy them in the Sambisa
Sorry, my
forest all
brother.
over.
Sorry, let me quickly give this update here. At the moment now, the case, the information reaching me now that the case is getting heated. So the judges have requested to have a break. So currently, the judges, they are on their break. So I don't know how long they're going to be on their break for, but the hearing is still ongoing. So I'll give everybody update. I'm just trying to see how we can bring the live broadcast here. But if not, I'll continue to update us. But I'm here in case anybody needs me. Go ahead, my
I'm
brother.
glad they did adjourn it, so that is our happiness.
Yeah, no, they did adjourn it. They're on break now. Thank you. Okay. And another thing again, they prevented all obedient today from entry the courts.
Yes.
You know, none of the obedient allowed to even get close to the court today. So yeah, but that's fine. I don't really have much to say about that. But let's continue. I'll give you more updates. God bless you.
So if any military person fall down here, just imagine what happened in Iraq, Afghanistan. They will go and look for even the ones that they cannot. Seldomly will you see that America will not look for the body of a fallen soldier, of a fallen hero. Never. And if you go to our courthouses here, they have their pictures in all of those courthouses. What can we not do in our own country? Mama, is that a difficult thing to do? To look for the body of
We can do it.
It is possible.
That is why we are sending all these evil people away. And we are going to judge them for every crime they have committed against our military men, against the Nigerian people. They will be judged. And if we don't get justice in Nigeria, and Imo charitable organization, of which I am the convener, will drag the Nigerian government and this wicked oppressor to the International Court of Justice. We must get justice for our people.
So it's just that these politicians, they put too many ambiguity into the whole thing. But you know, Nigeria is going to get better. We trust that everything we get better, and then things begin to work well for the country. But it's just sad that imagine someone like Buhari. He was a past general. And he came back and then become a civilian president and doing all of these shenanigans and everything that they are doing. I'll just leave it there. I think Madam Patricia, if you want to say something, you've been there. Madam Patricia, you want to say something? You're muted. You're muted.
Now, am I coming?
Yeah, you're good now. We can hear you now.
Okay. Yes. It's the decadence with everything in Nigeria has been a while. You know, so like what we're doing now is to make sure we get the country back running. You know, having to put the right people there, the right minds, because the people leading us, these dealers, their mind is so myopic. You know, they don't. You know, their capacity as a human being is not well developed enough to know what to do. That's the problem, and getting the head right is what we track that we are now. If we can get the head right, then all these things will be in place. Talking about the military, the police, the navy, you know, it's a shame. I too, my father was a policeman. You know, I was born and raised in the barrack. So I know Nigeria was great in my time. You know, we had there was decency in the Nigeria police, even where we lived. You know, though my father was an inspector, you know, I'm chief inspector. So yes, but we had very good homes, and their cars also was very good. The offices were decent. You know, today if you see the barracks, you wonder this: how can these people living in this place protect somebody? And yet they were supposed to be the ones to protect lives and property. Even their environment, you know, your environment, you know, it gives you a sense of it creates an attitude to you. When you live in an hostile environment and you were supposed to be somebody that is going to protect others and lives and property, you can't even, you know, you are disorganized. Even your environment is disorganized. You are disorganized as a person. So how can you try to, you know, so the brutality, forcemen brutalizing citizens out there is as a result of the environment that the governing class has created for them. You see? So it's a decadence, you know, of the system. It's a decadence and a failure from those ruling class because they don't have capacity. They are myopic. Their brains are small. They are small brains. They don't have what it takes, you know, to lead. You know, all they are thinking about is them and themselves. They are not leaders, they are dealers, because leaders think about your children, your children. They think of the generation, they have vision. You know, these people, they are visionless. They don't have no vision for the country. They can't see tomorrow as far as they are concerned. All they see is today and what they can get today and how they can do it today. That's all they see. But you see, when you are a leader, you are a visionary person. You project, you know, you project yourself to 10 years, 15 years, 50 years, 100 years, you know, and then with that vision, you lead the country in that direction. So these people, they lack vision, therefore they lack direction, so they do anything they like, you know. How come Nigeria came to a point where we have insurgent Boko Haram terrorizing the whole country, you know, where we have military men, where we have armed forces in Nigeria, we have the Air Force. Okay, if you don't want to go on ground, you can go on air. You understand? So how come this decadence in the system? Some places in the north, you cannot even, people don't go to farm anymore. What's going on? You want everybody dead before we will do something? If there is no food, Nigeria is over 200 million people. If we don't have food to feed our people, what do you think will happen? These people, they are flying pizza and pasta and potato from Europe. They can order a pizza that will deliver it to their house, right in Nigeria from Europe. But the common man, can they do that? The common man cannot buy garri in the market. The common man cannot buy common bread in the market. The common man cannot buy even the simplest thing in the market. And then they want to continue to rule us. It's no now. It's no. That's why we want to get this thing right. So that first and foremost, we have to, the people that are there to protect, the military people, the police, the Air Force, the Navy, all these bodies put together that protect our territory, you know, authority. You know, as a country, we have to first equip them, make them comfortable enough that they can do their job from a position of rest. You know, you can't frustrate them and expect them to give you their best. You can't. So that's why we are all here. We want a better country that will work for everybody. And I know God will give it to us. And I'm glad with the development of things. And I'm very hopeful because we are greatly helped of God. And therefore we are strong. And we'll continue to remain strong. All of us that are on this platform, all of us that are the well-meaning Nigerians, we will see that new Nigerian. We will see that new Nigeria that work for me and you, that work for everybody, wherever you come from, whether you are from the north, from the south, from the west, From anywhere, we are Nigerians. All of us deserve to live a good life. We all deserve it. Nobody was born with a golden spoon. God created the world, and he loaded Nigeria with goodness. Goodness. So it's not that goodness is not to be for a few people. That's why we are crying. That's our prayer, and that's our plea. And we will not give up until we see Nigeria work. This has been my dream since I was a child. Since I was a child, it has been my dream to see Nigeria work. It has been my dream. And when I finally got this platform, was a notification was given to me, I enjoyed myself immediately. And I said, this is the fight. This is the course that I must follow. To see a Nigeria that will work for everybody. So I want to encourage everybody, to be strong. To be strong. When we get our mandate, nothing will stop it. The judiciary will do the needful. They will do the needful, and they will do the right thing, because this is the time. The new Nigeria is here. So we can start to celebrate. I'm very confident. This impunity has stopped. It's not going to continue. It will not continue. We have to put the right things in the right place. Put the right peg in the square peg in square peg, and round pegs in round pegs. That's what we are doing, and we'll get it right by God's grace. And we are already on the track. So I want to encourage all of us to be strong and be courageous. Just know that new Nigeria is possible, and we are all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Patricia. I think we have. I'm not seeing the names, but we still have. Okay, Mr. Chuks Eweze. I don't know if you want to say something.
Yeah. Thank you. Give us our mandate. Thank you for the wonderful job. I didn't know you have these skills. Mr. Elvis, you have a lot of
Mr. Elvis on
you have
trainers now, so
you
we
have a
can
lot of people
step
here
in.
who can actually relieve you when you want to go holiday. So I think you need to start penning their names down. Mr. CM, Mr. Mandate, Omoye Corner, Madam Rita. There's so many people to Naija, so many people here that can make this move forward. And this is the cooperation we are seeking for our country. It gladdens my heart when we come on this kind of platform. We rejoice, not just here. We respect each other. We help each other. And this is why what we go to the court today to do is very, very important, because going forward, I think the obese wave have bring Nigerians, true Nigerians, if you permit me to use the word, to know that there's nobody that hates the other. Because in actual sense, what are we dragging? I can go to Ondo State today to live and live comfortably. And if Ondo State is nice, that's one of the things that will make me to go down there to live. I can go to Sokoto today to live, if everything is in order. So I don't know why, some of us are thinking negatively. I don't know, but if Sokoto is not, a place a human being can live and enjoy everything that human being need to enjoy, I won't be there. So having said that, yeah, the court process. Look, I've got some update from people who are around the court and all that. So, and I think the judiciary, they are actually trying, because they wanted to postpone the thing till Monday. But the judges, even I heard Atiku Camp agreed to postpone it, but the judges say it's either today or they do it for tomorrow, and that is welcoming. It's very, very welcoming to see that the judges are taking even warning them that they won't tolerate all kind of tactics to delay the process. So I think we need to have hope. It's not coincident. Look at today. We didn't know that some military are even watching us. We didn't know that, and they like the way we respect ourselves. We are not calling for anarchy. They like the way that we're calling for a better Nigeria. And if they are on the same page, so I think it's a new dawn for Nigeria. I think we are getting there, and hopefully today, as the judges say, hey, look, we have to go on. They were even laughing at the judges. Say we are even sorry for you guys to have a break. That we are not delaying. We want you guys to not to suffer. But for the judges, they want to do this and get it out of the way, because Nigeria can afford, to swear in seriously. That is the only thing that worries me. Nothing more. I'm not worried that if he gets there, he's not gonna be chased out. If the court says. But what is my concern is the history we will have as a nation to have an unconstitutional president. Because I have no doubt in my mind that come rain, come sun, the court must declare that you need to have 25% in Abuja. And when that happens, it's there's no way you can take it out of our history, that there no one country who it's not like it's a military coup d'etat, right? But the same civilian, the same democratic system just openly install an undemocratic president. So I just hope that the judges will know the importance of this and make pronouncement before. If they say it's not as it is, okay, fair enough. But we want to hear it. We want to hear the conclusion before they swear in the next president. Because as Nigeria is, look at our image battered around the world. I'll keep giving an example of Egypt denying Nigeria when we most needed them. Imagine if people are fleeing away from a war country, and you have the guts to say, even if this country is your enemy, and you have the guts to say, hey, we're not going to allow that to happen. That, I don't know how to forgive Egypt for that. I don't know. Because this is people running for their lives. And because of where the leaders, the so-called leaders, place our country. And that is why the likes of Egypt, we have that confidence to say, look, you better stay in the bush or don't even come to our country. So I think this is a new dawn. Nigeria is going to get better. I have no confidence. It's not a coincidence that the military men they join us today to assure Nigerians that they are in support of the right thing to happen. They are in support, and you can see the joy in them. Not knowing they've been listening to us. So once again, Mr. Elvis, keep growing, keep making it available for the poor Nigerians and everybody around the world. Please, I hope after this, all these shenanigans happening all around, we obedience, we will call a meeting of, Naija family, NWATCH family, we will call all obedience and they celebrate together on this very panel. I hope you're gonna dedicate one day, because it's gonna happen. Now that we know that so many of us can take over and and moderate. Thank you for having me.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Mr.
God bless.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Elvis.
At the moment, let me quickly give this update. They are back from the break, you know. So our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, you know, appeared for himself, and the Labour Party and unknown lawyers purporting to represent Labour Party was disgraced out of the court again today, you know, including Pampas. So somebody is communicating with me from inside the court. You know, a lawyer is not known to the parties, is announcing himself as the legal counsel to Labour Party. Sadly, he's the same lawyer who was used for the APM case. Yet, the said Labour Party came, a lawyer was disgraced yesterday. So at the moment now, that's what we have right now. Mr. Peter Obi is the only one standing and the only one talking at this particular moment in court. The hearing is still going on. I will update you guys.
Okay, Mr. Donatus Igiekeme, can we hear from you? Mr. Donatus, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Evans, thank you so much for coordinating a thing like this. And I want to say thank you for the opportunity for me to also to speak to Nigerians. Yeah, as an obedient Nigerian. I'm calling from Benin City in Edo State. And I want to assure you that Benin or Edo State were obedient, fully obedient. And we are paying about the process of governance in Nigeria. You see, Nigeria have good institutions, but we have leaders who are greedy, leaders who do not have the interest of the citizens. But what we need now, we need a leader who can focus, a leader who will give a selfless leadership. We need a leader that when he's in government, he will not be considering himself, he will not be considering his family, he will not be considering his friends or his political affiliates. We need more Nigeria. It's as important as a billionaire in Nigeria. We need a leader who will say, my brother's right is also a right of somebody of in Nigeria that will sit there and say that have the man to say our institutions must work. Take for example, look at we have can see that to say these three bodies they are supposed to be one. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I think, yeah, we can hear you. We only just have some. I think our military officers they have their support. Okay, yes. You can go ahead now. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead. Please, if you can stay mute, officer.
I should mute.
Yeah, mute.
Okay. So what I mean is that
okay, I should mute a little bit.
If yes, somebody is talking for now, so you can mute.
Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, stay mute, officer. Okay. Stay mute.
As I was saying,
Mr. Donatus, hold on, please. Hold on. No, hold on, Mr. Donatus. Officer, can you stay mute?
Struggling with the network is not allowing me to mute. It's muted now. So so after Mr. Donatus, I would like us to hear from our officers so that they can talk to us so far.
Yeah, give us
Mr.
a
Donatus, go ahead. Mr. Donatus, are you still there?
All right, I'm still here. Right here, listening to what's happening, watching whatever that is happening all over there. So we are so proud of you guys, and all of my on behalf of my colleagues that we are together. They are happy and they want to see the end of this. I don't call it a case anymore. I want to see the end of this event. So I say Boza to all of you that bring out your time to make sure that Nigeria works and other things. So we are soldiers, and I just want to give you that assurance that we belong to the truth side. We don't belong to many of us belong to the truth side. What we are praying for today is a good governance in Nigeria. So we'll keep praying that let justice prevail in Nigeria. That's our prayer. So on behalf of my colleagues, on behalf of my colleagues, they say shout out to all of you, and we're so much happy. We want to see how it will end up. And meanwhile, the phone number you sent to me, then I didn't copy it, the WhatsApp number. So I said, let me remind you.
Okay, let me put it on the screen again, please. Copy it and send audio there, and then I'll get back to you so that I can credit you guys this afternoon straight away.
There's no problem. We are not doing it. We obedient. We don't give shishi. So
no, we don't give shishi, but we encourage ourselves. You understand?
Okay.
Yes, we encourage ourselves. People like you, what you are doing today, you know the consequences, but you prefer to stand for the truth. And that is why I have so much respect for you guys right now. Regardless of anything, you have chosen to stand with the truth, even though you are standing alone. And this is what I stand for. You know, I appreciate you. Thank you.
We appreciate you too.
Yes. Help me to greet all your colleagues right there. Let us continue to follow up.
Augusta.
Number.
Okay, come now. I beg, greet the bag.
Who?
Our obedient family.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. It's good to have you on our show, sir. How are you doing, sir? Good afternoon to you.
I'm fine. How's everything? How is work?
We are fine. We are very fine, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for the good work that you guys are doing. We are standing here for a better Nigeria, and we hope we can have a new Nigeria again.
Thank you for appreciating our effort in the country. You know, we military we are a organization of non-alignment. Government go, government come, but all we want is a good governance, and let there be justice in whatsoever is happening in this country. Our work is to protect life and properties of this nation. We really appreciate you for appreciating our effort in this country.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. We do. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Augustine, immediately I receive your account, I'll credit you immediately. Okay? Immediately. Thank you. All right, people. Let me continue to sort for information for you.
Look at all the obedient families. Look at them outside here. So I can't give many.
Let me
all
see.
Of them phone.
Put the camera again. Let me see them.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
Yes.
Oh, what now? These are obedient families. Look at
You see,
look at obedient families.
You see our family. See where
that's our family.
They fight Boko Haram.
Yeah.
Thank you. May God bless you all. For
standing
for what is right.
We are going somewhere. Maybe if I'm back and I see you guys are still online, I'll come up again. If I'm
not, copy the number, right? Copy the number, okay?
I have the number now. I have the number. I'll chat you up on WhatsApp.
Thank you. All right, bye. Yeah. Okay, my people, I appreciate every one of you. Okay, let me quickly follow up with what is happening in the court. Give us a mandate. I appreciate every one of you. Mama H.O., CM, Mother Patricia, I appreciate you all. Everybody right there, Mr. Chooks, everyone right there on the panel. Thank you very much, my good people. I'm here, but I'm trying to sort more information to the screen. Thank you.
peaceful. If you know, and you know, and you know, and you know that you are a Nigerian and you are peaceful, say, I love Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I can't hear you. I love Nigeria. I can't hear you. I love Nigeria. I can't hear you. If you know, and you know, and you know, and you know that you love Nigeria, help me say, I love Nigerian police. I love Nigerian police. I love Nigerian police. I love Nigerian police. If you know, and 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 you know that you love Nigerian judiciary, say, I love Nigerian judiciary. I love Nigerian judiciary. Everybody that is here, thank you for coming. If you know that you are happy
Our vote must
to be a
count.
Nigerian, we followed INEC back to back from the beginning of the election to the end. We are going to follow them until this court case comes to a conclusion. Yes, we will do so peacefully. Yes. Anybody causing trouble in Nigeria is not part of this team. Yes. Nigeria is our property. Yes. There is nobody who is more Nigerian than a Nigerian. Yes. We are Nigerians. We voted and our vote must count. We voted and our vote must count. We are here to pay solidarity to a man who won the election. Yes, sir. Not be so. Not so. Not be so. Not so. We have done it peacefully. Not be so. Not so. The Constitution of Nigeria, by the Electoral Act 2022 as amended, yes, sir, said you must be president of Nigeria with 25% of votes in 23 states and where? FCT. And where? FCT. 3% for my leader. Bosa. 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 I want to ask you a question. We are not playing. I want to ask you a question. Yes, did Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC, did he make 25% in Abuja? No! Did the APC make 25% in Abuja? No! Why did the INEC chairman declare an illegitimate? He collected bribe. Corruption. No! Unagree? No! If you know you love Ahmed Bola Tinubu as your president, if you want Ahmed Bola Tinubu as your president, let me say aye. Hold on. If you know, and you know, if you know, and you know, and you know, and you know, that Ahmed Bola Tinubu is president select of INEC. Say aye.
Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Like I said, these guys, they're teaching a joke now with day. These are concerned Nigerians. We are not joking. We want a better Nigeria. And we want to have a better Nigeria peacefully. If only Nigerian government want peace in Nigeria. Because the way things are going right now, I'm not sure that the concerned Nigerians on the street of Nigeria right now will take any fake judgments. The way I'm seeing it, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's obvious. It's obvious to the blind and audible to the deaf that INEC chairman, Satanic INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, ringed the election. Then he gave the certificate to Bola Ahmed Tinubu at 3:30 a.m. in the morning when everybody was sleeping. And you want us to fold our arms and accept it that way, right? My people, let me continue to sort for information for you. Thank you. God bless you all. You can move on. Madam Patricia, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Please, make una handle the panel. Thank you.
I bet I'm gonna permit me to sing one song. Who say Baba? Who say Owuime? Who say? Who say? Who say Baba? Who say Baba? Who say Owuime? Who say? Who say? Who say Baba? Who say Baba? Who say Owuime? Who say? Who say? Who say Baba? Oh, for those who hear Benin, they're gonna give us interpretation.
You
Yeah,
were singer. You were singer. No get interpretation.
I know be Benin.
What our mama is saying is that thank you, Lord Almighty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We exalt your name. Thank you for all you are doing and what you are about to do. Who say Baba o? Who say Obuyime? Who say Baba o? That's what it means. May God bless you, Mama Esho, for bringing that music in right now. God will intervene in our struggle. We will have a better Nigeria in our time. We will have a better Nigeria in our time. In our time. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Please stay mute as I accept you to the screens. Just stay mute. Stay mute because I'm going to read right now. Okay, you can see election. Obi fought Blinken's call to Tinubu. Ask US to wait for the courts. All right. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has expressed displeasure with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's phone call to the president-elect Bola Tinubu, saying that its basis lack clarity. Then I move on. 1 minute, guys. I need to take all this thing off. On call, the American government official was said to have emphasized his continued commitment to further strengthen the U.S.-Nigeria relationship with the incoming administration. But in a tweet Friday, Obi said the 2023 presidential election was still being contested in the courts and that the U.S. was expected to await the full resolution of the ongoing judicial process before tacitly conferring legitimacy on any of the contending parties. According to him, Nigerians expect the U.S. responses to our affairs should be based on mutual respect, shared ideas, aspirations, and interests, which ought to transcend the considerations of any individual. He went on. He further stated that the United States should not respond to political development in Nigeria in a manner that faintly suggests taking sides. The former Anambra State governor added that, unquote, the final determination of the true winner of the election can only be made by the relevant court of law. More so, the issues in judicial contention imply far-reaching violations of both the Nigerian electoral law and the Nigerian constitution. There is still lack of clarity on the basis of the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony J. Blinken's call to APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the 16th May 2023. The most fundamental tenet and core value of democracy is the rule of law. Mr. Peter Obi, May 19, 2023. Thank you, Mama H.O. Thank you. All right. Before I pass this information, I'd like to quickly appreciate Mr. Pansat. Thank you very much, sir. May God bless you. Thank you for your continued support. We appreciate you always. I know that you are always with us. You are always standing for how Nigeria can become a better place. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. My people, I know some of you might not like this, but they have adjourned the case again till Monday, 22nd of May. So we have another adjournment till Monday. Labour Party have been adjourned till Monday, 22nd of May. Remember, swearing in inauguration date is 29, and our case have been adjourned to Monday, 2nd of May.
Children, as they adjourn, make una get plan B.
I'm not happy.
I'm not.
I don't want to hear any of the reasons. I'm not interested of the reasons. I'm not happy. Remember,
I'm not surprised.
Since on the 1st of March, we'll be challenging this whole thing.
2020 on the 29 will not hold without judgment. If the court does not give us judgment, children, make sure 29 does not hold. They will not take all of us for a ride. Never again. It is either we make it right now or we don't make it right. Children all over the world, 29 must not hold until we get court judgment. So do your plan B. You know what to do.
I'm not happy. I'm disappointed. The reason why, like I said before, everybody think your think, make I think my think.
Exactly.
Express yourself. Let me express. Don't come here to advise me. I don't need any advice. Please. Do your own, man. Do my own. You're a human being. I'm a human being. Now, where my sense reach, now there they talk reach. If you know, say I'm not talking where I talk reach, may you continue from there. I am disappointed. I am not happy. On the 22nd of May is the next hearing. 29 is inauguration. As we speak right now, Tinubu is in France putting things together to make sure the inauguration stands. Then court is continuously adjourning our case. I am not happy about it. Simple.
Nigeria Judiciary, you are provoking my children. Nigeria Judiciary, you are provoking my children to anger. And when they react, country not go contain nobody. Country not go contain no. Nigeria Judiciary, stop provoking my children to anger. If they react, country not go contain anybody. I dey warn you now. Nigeria Judiciary, I dey warn you now, because my children are boiling in anger. If you don't stop this, Nigeria Judiciary, kasala go burst, and none of you go contain the anger of my children. So as una kelebe head, say make una postpone this thing to on the 22nd. I bet una, if una not give judgment before on the 29th, Nigeria Judiciary, make una ready to dance this music. Una dey beat drum for my children, abi? I pity una, because when my children enter street to dance this dance with una, Nigeria not go contain anybody. Una dey hear? Make una reset una head for this weekend. Nigeria Judiciary and give my children judgment before on the 29th. If not, Kelebe go enter into market. Kelebe go come back. Nigeria Judiciary.
Thank you, Mama Esho. Let me hear from other Nigerians across the world. Everybody can call in now. Chukono, so thanks for calling in, sir, from Abeokuta. Talk to us.
Actually, we already Nigeria, we already know the game plan. The game plan is to actually see how they can delay till May 29th. But honestly, there's nothing we can do about it, really, because what I see in it is that I don't know what is so difficult for the judges, about 5-member panel judges, to give a ruling. The Nigerian Constitution has been in operation since 1999, so there's nothing difficult in interpreting Section 134. Just give a ruling on it. So why Labour Party is trying to corner INE C in a corner? That one is on one is another aspect. Let's know if they say okay, 25% does not matter, then we know. So why just keeping the entire country in suspense with this adjournment and adjournment and adjournment? Okay, what are they adjourning for?
Oh, wow.
The section 134 on FCT is clear. Okay, this Court of Appeal, though is a lower court to the Supreme Court, so we will not interpret it according to the Supreme Court in 2004 and 2008. So we want to give a fresh interpretation on Section 134 on Abuja. Then we know that okay, Abuja now no longer matters. So Abuja, we are not deviating from the previous precedent set by the Supreme Court. 2 precedents. So let's know. So, but this adjournment is just a way to buy time until May 29th. You know, if you remember, Mr. Elvis, I've been saying it. So really, I even thought they would, at least they can even say, okay, you don't need any evidence. The Constitution is with them. Just give a ruling, make a pronouncement, so that if they make a pronouncement in favor of the petitioners, they will know that nothing like May 29 anymore.
Thank you.
Will know. But if they not give a ruling and say, okay, we are now deviating from the previous president set by the highest court in Nigeria, they will know that May 29 will still hold. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate
Very
that
unfortunate.
the Supreme Court has been waiting for them. It's unfortunate, and really, what they are waiting for now is people to come out and protest, and before you know now, they will not start making arrests, and that's just what they are waiting for. But I don't know anything else that we can do. Now that US blinking is not calling Tinubu, it shows that US is now party to what is happening. But it's unfortunate.
Thank you.
God help us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Let me hear from another person right here. Please give me a minute. Hello, Ishaolowa. Thank you very much for calling in. Good afternoon to you, sir. Talk to us.
Yes, my brother. Good morning. And I greet everybody in the panel and viewers all over the world. Unfortunate what is going on, but I believe that the judgment is going to come at the last minute. But what the judiciary is, what they are doing, they are hitting up the polity. So they're supposed to do the right thing. And if there is a judgment by the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in the land, the appeal court cannot overrule the already judgment by the Supreme Court. So that 25% is sacrosanct. So they're supposed to have, adhere to that. They're supposed to give a judgment because there's already a judgment by the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land. So since that judgment has already, Supreme Court has already had that judgment, it's supposed to be a free way. It's supposed to. That is the first thing they're supposed to have considered, because that 25% FCT is a must. So that is supposed to have gone through instead of this delay. But what I'm thinking that the judgment is going to come at the last minute.
Okay. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right. Let me quickly pick another call, my people. Just bear with me. Let me hear from a lot of people right now. Hello. Thank you very much, DG. Good afternoon to you. Please talk to us.
Hello, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Once again, my brother, I think we really commend you for this great job we're doing for Nigerians. You and the great panelists there, we don't just know how to reward you. I think God, our Heavenly Father, will reward each and every one of you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Now, what I want to say here is, now the Judiciary has postponed this thing again to Monday. I don't know what is really wrong. Why is delay? Knowing how tense the country is right now, how tensed up. What is there? What is so difficult in deciding this? I mean, these three main issues, the 25%, they can decide it today. The double nomination thing against the running mate of Mr. Tinubu, they can decide it today. They don't need to assemble all the returning officers to do that or evidences. On the dual nationality of Mr. Tinubu, they can decide that today. So why are they holding Nigerians, putting them in suspense, but making everybody's blood to boil? What is all this? All in the deception of buying time so that on May 29 Mr. Tinubu will be sworn in, whereas he's not in the country now. Even Mr. Tinubu himself knows what he's doing. Don't be surprised, before May 29th, he will just arrive for the swearing-in ceremony. He's using that, a ploy now to buy time, either on medical sick or whatever. So, the Nigerian judiciary are playing with fire, like Mama H.O. said, please. They are really playing with what are these guys up to? They should decide this case once and for all, except they don't want this country to go on fire. They have succeeded in postponing it till Monday, but then they should be aware of what they are doing unless they want all Nigerians to die. And I think we Nigerians will be ready to die this time around, no matter the consequence. Let everybody face it, because if we don't get it now, it's either now or never. If we don't get it now, we're not going to get it again. So they should be ready to face whatever consequences that come out of this. They know the right thing. They should do it. They should do the needful. I rest my case, Mr. Elvis. Thank you very much once again, and God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you. Hello, yeah. Good afternoon to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Turn down your device, please. Turn down your device. Your name.
I turned it down. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Yes, I was calling. Good morning. First of all, good morning. Thank you for accepting my call. As I've been calling all this time, we cannot assume they're going to give judgment the last day. These guys are toying with us. They are playing. They don't care about Nigerians. You can't just be doing this. I mean, what's the meaning of democracy? The people are the one that rules, not the judges, not the politicians. They are toying with us.
Okay.
We don't want to wait the last minute. By this adjourn, if they don't do nothing, we should go on riot. We cannot wait. They are toying with us. They can't wait the last minute to do what? It's there. You can see the evidence. They lied. They gave it to the rightful owner. What's big deal about that? Why they want to riot? They want to burn down the Nigerian? They don't care about the country? These guys are playing with us. And Mama H.O., I love that woman. She was right on point. We cannot take this no more. These guys are pushing us. Look at the sacrifice you did. Every day you come on social media, you sacrifice your time. They don't care. They're sitting somewhere making plans. How are they going to rob? How are they going to put someone upon somebody? Nah, not this time around. Now or never. No.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting my call.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Love of God is my strength. Good afternoon to you, madam. Talk to us.
79. Oh, come on.
Hello.
Sorry. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon, my brother.
Thank you,
You
madam.
see, yesterday when I called, I remember I was talking about the judiciary. You see, there's one thing. If this proof they've not seen action, they will not behave. Because what they are doing now, they see that Nigerians are very quiet and they are not doing anything. So we can write on them. Look at what happened today. They brought police to the court because they know Nigerians, they have fear in them. Anything you cannot bring police, if they see gun, they will run. They are delaying the thing. It's a delay tactics they are doing. Already they've planned everything. Tony Black, they have a foreign secretary to call Tulumbu. They've already made up their mind. They've done a meeting, and that's why he has the right to come out and do what he did yesterday. I sent him an open letter. I told him that can he allow a drug baron to be their president in America? Nigerians are all there sending him letters, but he's not replying. They already made their plan. The world power does not want Nigeria to settle because they know if Nigeria settles, Nigeria will deliver Africa from their hand. So they are trying to hold Nigeria down. They know Peter Obi will even be better than America, Canada, not everywhere. So they want to put Africa where they are so that they can be using our human resources for their own benefit.
Thank you.
So
Please focus on Nigeria, please.
Judiciary in Nigeria, we are calling you all because you're setting up. Because what we are saying, your family will suffer from it. If you do not answer us now and do this test and before on the 29th of May, you people are upsetting us. You are making us. We cry every day. Judiciary, Nigeria, Judiciary.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay, madam. I'm so disappointed. All right, let me call people on the panel. Mr. Victor, can you hear me? I think you're joining from Nigeria. I get this. Oshim Victor, are you there? Ibiele Godwin, can you hear me? If I call on anybody, you did not answer me, I'll remove you from the screen. I'm sorry, because a lot of people want to come in. I have to remove both of you. Sorry about that. If you don't answer me, I'll remove you. That's it. Hello, Mr. Gospower, please talk to me. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say, first of all, thank you for all what you do. Not only God, I ain't going to pay you, no human being. And I want to say thanks to every obedience family.
Thank you. Thank you,
We
sir.
are fighting this cause and this taking our money back from the, like yesterday I was saying something. I supposed to have entered Panel, but I don't know what happened to my network today. It's just bouncing me out.
Go ahead, sir.
Yesterday we were saying something about the judiciary. That our judiciary cannot be trusted. I said it now. They should try to prove me wrong. Try to prove me wrong the way Rufai said the INE should at least prove him wrong if they will not be doing the same thing that they've been doing for long. And it's being obvious that these people have been compromised. Anyway, like we said, everybody have their own belief, their own these things. So nobody should come and be like talking on my own belief. The way I'm seeing these people, they've already write their scripts, know what they want to do. But all what I want to say is that it's now in the hand of Nigerians, whether we accept or we take it by force. That's what I say about this thing. Because to be honest, this whole piece of my journey is really pissing me off right now where I'm here. I will not lie you. That's my take on that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. All right, let me call on Kimora. Kimora Services, thanks very much for joining us. Please unmute yourself. Talk to us, sir. Where are you joining us from? Kimora, can you hear me? Kimora Services, unmute yourself. And Mr. Abdul Malik, you don't ever turn on your mic. There's no way I can accept you to the screen. I'm sorry, I need to remove you temporarily right now because a lot of people want to come in. Thank you. You're on the backstage, you don't turn on your mic, and you've done this more than 10 times. It doesn't work here like that. When you join us, you can turn off your camera if you want to, but your mic must be turned on to enable me to accept you to the screen. That's how we work here. So let me pick another call quickly, and take it from here. Or rather, let me come to the panel. I guess one or two persons might want to say something. Let me go to Mr. CM. Please talk on this issue.
Okay, yeah. Of course, I'm really saddened to hear of the adjournment today. They're beginning to say justice delayed is justice denied. They're delaying it. Although I'm not surprised because that is in their script. They have no facts to their case. So all they are trying to do is to frustrate the patience of obedience and by implication whittle down Peter Obi's mandate and then trying to play hide and seek. So I will now say, what options are we then left with? To be honest, we are now left with the option to probably to take to the street. I remember Magnus Oraka when he came here, he even said that of Wednesday, failing it, he won't. Now today is Friday. By the way, what did the judges, what did they do? You resume by 8 o'clock I think we saw them live, which was after 9 o'clock when they were entering. So they couldn't sit for up to 4 hours, maybe 1 hour of chasing out a fake lawyer, and then people will stand up and make appearances and they sit down, put heads together, say let them go on break, come back from break, they are joined. This is not a full day's work, so it doesn't deserve a full day's pay. Because normally when you come in, you put in minimum of 8 hours in most cases, the normal official working time in Nigeria. So how could they come, then use it to just do 1 or 2 showmanship and then go away? It's really terrible. But the thing is, they feel they can play on the intelligence of Nigerians. They can't. If NSAS could happen spontaneously and impromptu without anybody taking control of it, what is about to happen with this is a child's play, because unlike NSAS that we are directed against police brutality, this is a case of INEC inviting the people to come and vote. Even they said it. For a country as size as Nigeria, and yet the voting strength is so small, they extended deadline for collecting PVC, and people picked up their PVC. In fact, most people voted not really because they want to vote, some because of the candidate, or majorly because of Obi's because of Obi came out to contest. But some people told me that because INEC assured them, that's why said everything will be transparent, it will be transmitted, no more incident form whereby you fake results, everything will be uploaded in real time. And to make good their wish, they cited Anambra election that brought in Soludo as the first outing for beavers, which is true. Then they cited, I think, Ekiti State, which again is true. They cited Edo State that brought in Obaseki second term, which is also true. And then the last is Oshun. So in all these things, they've been looking at the way beavers works, and he gave Nigerians a lot of hope. In fact, that's why people said, now our vote will count. And that was why people braced all the odds. No money in your pocket. You handed in your old notes. Since December 15, people started handing in their old notes in the hope of getting new notes. Yet, the old note you handed in, you can't get out. The new note you're expecting, you cannot see. Then how
All
will
right,
you eat?
Mr. CM, let's hear from the people that just joined us right now. Sorry, sir. I would like to see if Kimora, are you available now? I called you earlier on.
Yes, good afternoon. I am available now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Where are you joining us from?
Okay, I'm joining you from Bonny Island here in Rivers State.
River State. Okay, thank you. Please talk to us. What's your take on what is going on right now?
My brother, first of all, I want to thank you for the good job that you're doing. God bless you, at least for keeping us updated. No, Nigerians have been yearning. It has been a pleasure to take a view of what
Thank you. Oh, your network. See, the failed system is affecting the people that journey from Nigeria.
Of course, I am not happy. I don't think any Nigerian will be happy considering what is going on. Of course, 29 is just on the around the corner, and you see what is happening, how the case is being adjourned without any impact on what is on ground. So definitely I'm not happy. And that is why I have taken out my time to listen to what you have just put together, just to express myself, to tell you and also to tell Nigerians that we are not happy. So we've been praying, and we also hope that the court will deliver a good judgment and they will do something before the 29th. That is just my take. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Kimora. May God bless you. I really appreciate you joining us today. Drive safe, my brother. Thank you. Okay, let's see if Ebele Godwin, are you there with us? Please unmute yourself. Let us know where you join us from. I can see that the network is affecting every one of you that is joining us from Nigeria. I can see right now. That is what I talk about all the time. Even the satanic people that supported the satanic APC, they are facing this network problem as well. They are facing insecurity. They are facing the problem in the country. Then they are still saying they want APC. It's questionable. It's baffling. You know, I don't know. All right. Let's move on to others. Sorry. Let me go to, I don't know. Mr. Chuks Obibo is there. Are you there with us? Okay. Before I call on the next person again, please, let's take a quick break.
I'm here, but you know, it's a bit hard for me to unmute.
Okay. Okay, let's take a break. Yeah. I'll come back to you, sir. Let me take this break.
All right.
Then I'll come back to you. God bless every one of you. Thank you so much. Please like and share. Like and share. If you don't press the like button, our voices cannot go far. Press on the like button on this break. Thank you.
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster. You calling him dignity? Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster.
Mr. Yakubu, how much you collect? Professor, your reputation this man. No be waiting we vote, no be you pose like a town hall. Different from Bala Blue. So if you know like come, make we go to court. 300 billion with no results. Election for Nigeria, INE C select. No be the people decide, now Mahmoud select. Now that they force the people to congratulate. It's so funny, I can't really comprehend. Share na democracy be this. I been a democracy be this. Bala Blue they buga, say nothing they happen. Money they precate, if you buy them all. 2023 we know if you forget you. The most fraudulent election in my country.
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster. Argument. I leave the rest for the next argument. Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster. Are you calling him dignity? Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster.
Mr. Yakubu, how much you collect? Professor, your reputation this man. No be waiting we vote, no be you pose like a town hall. Different from Bala Blue. So if you know like come, make we go to court. 300 billion with no results. Election for Nigeria, INE C select. No be the people decide, now Mahmoud select. Now that they force the people to congratulate. It's so funny, I can't really comprehend. Share na democracy be this. I been a democracy be this. Bala Blue they buga, say nothing they happen. Money they precate, if you buy them all. 2023 we know if you forget you. The most fraudulent election in my country.
Mr. Yakubu, Emma should be fraudster. Argument. I leave the rest for the next argument.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. It's good to be back again. Continue to press on the like button. Help us to share. Please click on the $sign. Support what we do here. You guys can see now I've lost my voice. I just hope I can manage this voice for the 6 p.m. broadcast today. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Okay, let me come back to Mr. Chuks Obibo. Talk to us, sir.
Hand over the mic to somebody else so that you go clear your voice.
Yes, that's what I need to do. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch. Once again, you know, it's a wonderful opportunity that we're able to gather around here and you know, witness the charades, you know, all these people are doing. I don't know how to put this, but for INEC to come to court and start defending the indefensible, especially when it doesn't concern them. You know, I don't know what our judges makes of that. We came to what is it called? Atiku and Obi applied for live televised judgment. INEC. Oh God. You know, when things are happening in Nigeria, you know, when you listen to that, you just ask yourself, what is going on? What is going on? INEC is a public institution. So for a public institution to say, I don't want to be viewed by those people who own that, I don't know what our judges are doing. Because without INEC, you know, saying they don't want this, it's 2 against 1. We could have been watching this live from our bedroom or from our workplace or wherever we are. But because of INEC, they decide not to show it. Again, they came to court this morning. Instead of INEC to defend themselves, they are defending both themselves and the Tinubu. This is unacceptable. And I'm calling upon the judges. Don't think Nigerians are not analyzing this. Don't think Nigerians are not, watching. There's a limit to what we can take. Completely. You see how many people who are calling from Nigeria. So it is not like this is diaspora something. No. The people that are directly affected are talking. They're just warning you. Do the needful on Monday. We can't look. You have to do something before, even if not ending it completely, but you have to tell us what is in your mind before the inauguration, if ever it's gonna take place. But we need to hear from you if you don't want to set Nigeria on fire. Because this hide and seek is not acceptable. I was reading when the judges are standing up saying, hey, if you don't want us to continue today, we will move it till tomorrow. So what happened? What changed? All of a sudden, it is Monday. And by the way, if you are a judge and you are serving Nigeria, you're supposed to, this is a matter of national interest. Even on Sundays, what stops you? What stops you from doing it on Sunday? Saturday, Sunday, we are ready. You get paid. It's not like you are doing this. You do it, you take your annual leave. Even if you want more, we will add more days for you to go and have a good rest for working hard. Not you come there after 1 hour, you drink water, you say you're going off for a break. You come back, oh, see you on Monday. Enough of this. Enough is enough. Nigerians are not laughing. Today assures me that Nigerians are not laughing. The amount of the traffic we had here today from Nigeria alone tells you that no Nigerian is laughing at this moment. The closer the date gets, the angrier Nigerians are. Save the country. That's all I'm going to tell the judiciary. I yield here. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Yeah, greetings, Naija Watch. Greetings, everyone on the panel and the chat and to the viewers. First of all, I needed to comment because I had to go back a little bit and I saw the presence of the officers. I saw how happy you were to see them. I wish I was around when they came on.
Exactly, because I know you like them a lot. Yes.
Yeah, so that would have been good. But regarding the case, this adjournment that the judges and this court is doing, they really have to be very, very mindful of what they are doing. And because there was this lady said something about that they were going to pass judgment and stuff like that. They better do, because at the rate at which they are adjourning, it's going to seem like they are just pushing, the case to the long grass. And that is what people are going to read it to mean if they didn't pass any judgment before 29th of this in May. And I hope they are very, very conscious of that, because that kind of reading, if you read it wrong, that's kind of stuff that could lead to chaos. And they don't want to do that. And this is something that they have to be very, very responsible about. My concern is that there is I'm seeing a lot of people movement in Nigeria that I've not normally seen. When you are on YouTube, you are monitoring channels and you are seeing people, there's this Nigerian military channel that you see, and there's, I'm sorry about that. I know that's not part of your policy. You'll see foreigners showing up more and more frequently. Is really, really concerning, because this is a time when we are transitioning, and all these foreigners showing up within our military and stuff like that is really, really alarming. And given what is going on right now, these judges just keep adjourning and adjourning. It gives people the impression that they are just trying to delay, buy time, like the other side is buying time. They better make something of it. This adjournment, they better make a judgment before the 29th that people can see and hold on to. Otherwise, they will be, those judges, they really have to hold their head and think that, I'm not even sure there has ever been any time in Nigerian history when the fate of a nation is resting on such a few amount of people. They really have to be very, very mindful of what they are doing. Someone said earlier, why don't they work over weekends? Why don't they just keep adjourning and adjourning? Well, what are you adjourning? What are you reading that is so mysterious that you can't make a judgment on? You are pushing the country further and further and closer to a precipice of this is a chaos. So I'm really very, very concerned about the way they are approaching it. But maybe they are sure they are going to be able to decide. That's why they are adjourning it. Because if they are not reading the room, they are not reading the mood of the nation, and they are just adjourning without any care in the world, as if this is a normal case, that is extremely, extremely irresponsible and dangerous thing for them to be doing. And you can't blame a nation for feeling like these people are just pushing it to the long grass if they don't make a decision before 29th now. Because they've not really done any real job. Every time they show up, adjourn. Every time they show up, adjourn. Nothing seems to happen. And if you do that till the 29th, people are just going to assume that, okay, you're just trying to do exactly what INEC is doing. Delay tactics. So they have to be mindful of that and make the kind of decision that people can get their hands on and say, okay, yeah, you actually did a job. And you are not actually looking to just buy time for the corrupt practices, the ones that have been accused of corruption to get away with it. So I hope anybody that is associated with judges, they have to be mindful of what they are doing, because obedience have been very, very, very well behaved. There is a limit to which you push people. You don't want to treat them as if they are completely irrelevant and their feelings and don't matter, and probity and justice doesn't matter. They want to see justice done. They want to see something to go with before this inauguration happens. They have to have something to go with. You can't just adjourn it past the inauguration date and somebody gets sworn in and they just feel like you didn't do any job. So I hope people that are hearing this, and if you're a judge or you're connected to the people that are judging this stuff, they really have to understand that the people are not stupid. And they are very, very patient people. The obedience are very, very patient people. They want the law to take its course, but you don't want to make them feel like they are stupid. They are doing the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing yourself, who is the person that is more dangerous to the country now? Because if they have taken all their feelings and all the disappointment they've experienced and kept quiet and said, you know what, we'll leave it up to you, and you are not doing your job, those judges will have questions to answer eventually. They really will have questions to answer. Thank you.
To 1000. 6 p.m. I'll be back here again with full details. Thank God bless all of you now. Bye and bye for now.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go to biza. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me.
Show me love, oh.
I go show you love, oh.
But I know they do competition with anybody. Forgive me, show me love, oh, I go show you love, eh. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love, oh. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
They do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Oh, tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábà mẹ́la. Anybody. Anybody? Any bobo. Anybody? Mo ló ń fọlú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń fọlú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o.